Hello, my name's Mandy and this is my channel Make It Sew. Welcome back if you've seen my videos before, and thank you to everybody who has liked, subscribed and commented to my previous videos. If you're new here, hope you enjoy my video. And today is Friday Sews. I'm going to be a bit late releasing this, but I'm hoping that you get to enjoy it over the weekend. So what have I been up to? Well, first of all, I'm going to answer Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room's question. She poses us a question for every Friday Sews. Her question for this week's Friday Sews was, what fabric have you thoroughly enjoyed working with thus far in your sewing journey? It's going to have to be the fabric I got, the jersey from Andrea from Beyond the Pink Doors subscription box. And that was the jersey. I'll insert a picture again of the pyjamas I made, the Juno pyjamas from Tilly and the Buttons. But that was such a lovely make. The fabric was lovely to work with, and I've washed it several times already, and it's still as soft and comfortable as it was when I first made it. So that is my most favourite fabric so far. I also want to do, I always forget, I'm a small sewing channel, so Gemini Stitches Christine and Sam from Sequin Girly Creates started a hashtag of a small channel, sewing channel shout out. So I am going to shout out for Made by Karen Marie. I've watched some of her videos, thoroughly enjoy them. She's got some great ideas for Christmas plans. So if you haven't found her already, I'll put a link below, but check her out and hopefully you'll subscribe to her channel too. Okay, so what have I been up to this week? I've got loads to tell you. When I last spoke to you on here, I was going to Birmingham the next day. So I was going with a friend from Deer and Stitches, and we got a coach up there. So I had to meet her quite early and make the trip up there. And when we got on the coach, we both had a travel suitcase with us, and everyone on there was like, oh, are you going on holiday? And it was quite funny because none of them were going fabric shopping. They didn't have a clue what we were doing up there. But by the end of the day, when they were carrying all their heavy bags that they'd got from normal shops, I think they were quite envious that we'd thought of that and that we had one, because it was so much easier pulling them around than carrying loads of bags of fabric. So going to Birmingham, of course, we went to the rag market and also to Barry's, and there's one called Fancy Silks as well that we went to. So I'll show you my fabric haul at the end of the video, because I've got a fair few purchases this week. Then on Thursday I went to Deer Stitches and I started making something. So I can show you, I made a thing, and it's not a garment. So I made this lovely little pincushion. I showed you my purchases from the Knitting and Stitching show. So it's a Debbie Harris sewing machine pincushion. I only had to actually get my machine out for sewing up the gusset to the machine pieces. The bottom piece that's hidden by this ribbon, you actually had to make a cardboard base, glue it all together, and then hand stitch it all the way round before putting the ribbon on. I bought the kit, and it supplied you with this lovely little button that's on the side to look like the turn wheel, and the bobbin but no thread in it, and then the Macawa fabric for the main body and base, and then you got the tape measure ribbon. I didn't get a ribbon to do around the base of the actual sewing machine, so I had great fun looking through all my ribbons and getting that one, and then I thought it'd look quite pretty with a little metallic thread on, and then I put felt on the base. So I don't know if I'm going to use it as a pincushion, but I did find this was quite top heavy, so I had to keep propping it up with something, and I am tempted to make a little silver needle with some dowel just to support it. But that was one of my makes this week, which I finished on Friday at Walpole Social. Also for Walpole Social, during the week I sewed up a few bags because the Art Society in Norfolk, near King's Lynn, were asking for help to make some cloth bags. They were quite simple. I will insert a picture because I forgot to take one previously. And what they do is the art bags, they fill them up with craft materials for children of people that go to the food bank that aren't as fortunate as other children. So I liked that this fabric I'd got had pencils on it, so it was quite apt for the Art Society. So I managed to make 3 of those, and they had little boxed corners on so that opens up for them to fill lots of bits in, and then they didn't even want a tie string on it or anything because they'll just tie it up afterwards. So I made those as well. And then what else did I do? I thought you might like a laugh. If I can make someone smile today, then it's worth me going through this embarrassment. So on Thursday night, So Let's Sparkle with Sam did a Facebook Live where she showed us how to do some freehand or free motion applique, and this is meant to be a robin. I put the nose in the wrong place, and I said to the group at the time I felt like it was more like a Christmas pudding having a cabaret dance. So that was my first practice. I haven't done free motion applique for years, so I've never done it on my Bernina, so it was all new to me. And then this one again, I mean, it's a start, isn't it? But I made a little reindeer card. No one will be getting that because these are just practices, but it was fun, and it was lovely to see Sam as well. So that was what I made. And then I have finally got round to doing my sew along for the new Look N6650, and that's what I'm wearing today. So you can see the top half. I will stand up and I can insert a video because as part of the sew along I showed what the dress looked like at the end, and I'm currently editing that, and the video is about an hour and 20 minutes in its raw form. Obviously I'll condense that a bit, but I am going through every single stage of the process for people so that if you're new to sewing you can use that as a tutorial, or if you just want to sew along with me, that, you know, it'll be great. So I made this dress as well this week. Unfortunately, the last thing I've made this week, or attempted to make, I can't show you a finished garment because I'm stuck. So this is quite a fairly new pattern that I was attracted to. It's a Viki Sews Erica, and because I wanted to make some more tops and I've made lots of whistlers, I saw this one and I thought I really want to have a go at that. But I've got to the collar stage and I don't know if it's just me reading the instructions wrong, but I can't really work out what I'm meant to do next on it. And it's probably something that's so simple, but because I am more of a visual learner, I'm just struggling to understand what I'm doing. And as it's that time of year when I'm starting to think about making stuff for Christmas, unless I get 5 minutes where I don't need to be sewing for Christmas, I don't know if I'll finish this until later on in the month. This is the collar. It's not going to be easy to see. These are the instructions. And it tells you exactly what to do, but I just can't get my head around it. If anyone has got this pattern and they've managed to make it, put me out of my misery, comment below and let me know how to do the collar, because I am stuck. And it's such a shame because it is a lovely garment and everything else is made. I've done the sleeves, the body, everything. It's just this collar. So that's what I've been making this week. on to my fabric haul. So firstly, the first purchase I made was because I'd gone to Birmingham specifically looking for some material, a fleece, to make for my son. I'm not going to go too much into that because I am going to be talking about it in my plans for Christmas presents. When I do a gift to November, I've got a vlog coming out on the 29th of November. But I'm going to show you the fabric for now. So this is a plain cuddle fleece from Fabrics. The colour is denim, and I've had to buy 5 meters of this one. It's lovely and soft. I can't obviously get you to have a feel of this, but I wish you could. I've now got it all on my lap, all 5 meters, so hopefully I won't be buried. It's so cuddly, and on both sides it's really soft, and I've washed this already. I had mixed answers. I asked on the Fabrics Facebook group, I said to people that I'd read somewhere someone said don't wash it until you've made it up, but I just felt that I should really wash it first, and as you can see, hopefully it's not affected it at all, and I've got 5 meters. So that was my first purchase. That was a really good price as well. It was £7.25 a metre. So to make this garment for my son, it's £36, which when you find out what it is and why, you'll understand that actually that is really reasonable price for what I'm making. So that was my first purchase from Fabrics. And while I was there, I got another little reel of my purple Mariflex, because you know I love Mariflex and you know I love purple, and I've run out again, so I bought some more. And to be honest, I should have bought some other colours because I'm getting through it quite quickly at the moment. And then I just bought myself some toy stuffing because I needed it to make the pincushion. So after that, which one should I show you first? Right, so here's a story. Knighton Fabrics. My first ever vlog was a fabric haul from Knighton Fabrics, and that was the last time that I purchased anything because I then went on a fabric haul ban. So I think I've done rather well, but then I got lured in when they had another fabric warehouse sale, and I bought a few fabrics, only a few, because I knew I was going to Birmingham. But I'll show you what I got, shall I? The first thing I got from Knighton was red ponte. It's a two-way stretch, and my idea was to make another top, probably a whistler. I don't care, I love them. But this was £2.50 a metre, and I'll hold it up so you can see. You can only see my shadow behind it. I'm hoping you can see alright in this light, because today I've actually got my blinds open without my lights on and it keeps going really dull. So I'm really sorry if it goes dark, but hopefully you can see that. But I got 3 meters of it again, so I might even look into making a dress with it. We'll see, but I do like my whistlers. Then that ponte wasn't actually in the warehouse sale, it was in their normal albums, so that is their normal price for that one. So the rest of them were in the warehouse sale, so I got this sparkly one. I'll show you the camera. It looks sparkly, but it isn't. But it's a scuba, and there is a bit of stretch in it. I haven't got a plan as such for this one. I just liked it, and while I was buying the other bits I thought why not, and that was 3 meters for £9. Then I got this scuba, again 3 meters for £9, very Christmassy, and I am thinking of making a deer and doe sirocco, surprise! But that is such a comfortable wear, and I've made a long sleeve version as I've shown you before in that autumnal fabric that I bought, so I thought it might be nice to make a long sleeve version in this one for Christmas, and it's a quick make as well, so it won't interfere too much with my gift plans. And then the last one was for my daughter. It's classed as a scuba twill, but you'll hopefully be able to see the surface of it. It looks like a crepey finish on it. That's the back, but she loves the mushrooms, so I bought 3 meters of that one, which was £9 too. My floor's getting a bit full now. So the last haul was from Birmingham, so I got a few items in the rag market. They have stalls inside and outside. I will admit that I'm sure when I went prior to COVID there were a lot more stalls, but it might just be that, you know, there's more outside now, I don't know. If you've been there, tell me what you think, but I have bought a few bits, and I'll insert some pictures because there was a stall that was doing fabric for 50p a metre and another stall doing fabric for £1 a metre. On, they had like a whole table full. I don't know how it's so cheap, but it's good for twirls. And I did buy a couple of non-fabric items, so I'm going to have to keep bending down. Bear with me, I'm going to just get everything up the table so I don't have to keep disappearing. So there's a stall inside, and they used to be a lot bigger, called Pete's So Good, and I bought this lovely little ornament, not what you expect to find on a haberdashery stall, but you can see why I liked it. It's double-sided, so I thought that's a nice little decoration that I can hang up in my sewing room. And I went to Barry's. The last time I went there was just before I put myself on that ban, and I bought quite a lot of fabric in there, but for some reason I looked in there for the fleece, and they didn't, for what I needed, they didn't really have the colour I wanted for the price I wanted to pay, really. So I only bought £1 worth of corded elastic. So if you follow me on Instagram, I did a ironing board cover revamp. I also showed that on my last week's Friday sews, and so I've now got the thought of doing a new one for my kitchen as well, so I had to get some more corded elastic to do it. And then when I went to the Fancy Silks place, I had already been to the rag market because we went there first, so there was a lot of things in there, but I resisted because I am trying to be good, and I'm doing a lot of things that are on garments at the moment, and I've just discovered the By Annie products, and I've got a catch-all caddy pattern and also the clam pouch, so I just wanted to get something that was sewing related so I could use that in one of those products. So I got ½ metre of this cotton to see about making something with it for my actual sewing room or for when I go off on socials. So that was my purchase from there. And then from the actual rag market, I got this. It's upside down, is it? Yes, it is upside down. They're non-directional because they go up and down actually, but I got this. It's jersey. You will see if I stretch it. it does go slightly white. I can get the right bit. God, there's so much of this. I bought 5 meters of this one as well. Yeah, you might be able to see that when I hold it up. It goes slightly white. But this was £1 a metre, and the garment I intend to make with it doesn't need to be stretched, so it's going to be a robe for my husband. Whether that'll be for Christmas or not, I don't know yet, because I have got lots of other plans, but he loves dragons, and as soon as I saw that and obviously saw how much it was, I couldn't not get it. So that was my first purchase there. And then this one, it's just another stretch jersey. It's not the thickest, but again, it's for twirls. I've always wanted to make just a simple raglan top, and I thought this would be a good one to practice with. I mean, 50p a metre, that's a ridiculous price, but I quite like the stripes. I've got quite a lot of stripe things in my collection, so that'd be a nice one. I could even make something else with it because there's so much there. When I went before in July, there was one stall on there, and I bought some fabrics similar to this one in different colourways. Purple one, of course, and also a dark blue. And I liked this red at the time, but I didn't get it because I'd already bought 2. It's very, very slippery, shiny surface, so it's not stretch, and it's probably got poly in it. But I've got a pattern for a fleur robe, and I just thought that would be a lovely robe for the summer. So I got 3 meters of that one. I think it was something like £2, £2.50 a metre. So it's gorgeous fabric. And then the last thing I bought from there was this velvet, and I believe this is either £1 or £2 a metre as well. But I thought about doing the Estelle dress. I know I just saw Julie Sews Her Own Clothes made one with velvet, so it's like great minds think alike. Hey Julie. But I just thought that would be a lovely one. It's a gorgeous colour. It looks really dark blue on here, but it's more of a teal green blue, I would say. But it's stretchy one way and slightly the other way. So I got quite a lot of that as well. That's a really nice colour. I love it. I'm just going to try and drape it so you can hopefully see a bit of colour, but it looks blue in the camera. There you go. So that was all my purchases. On to my plans this week. So it's now Friday, so tomorrow I am attending a new virtual social that I've discovered. When we were doing the So Confident challenge over the 3 days, there was a lovely lady called Jenny who actually arranges for virtual sewing days or slots. She runs a Instagram page called Virtual Sewing Room, and she releases dates throughout the year, and you just go through Eventbrite and book a ticket and then turn up on the day. She sends you a link, so that's going to be fun. I'm only booked in for the morning session. I believe she's doing them all day, but I'm doing the 10 till 1 session. So I was hoping to do the Erica top, but I think I need to be doing something that doesn't need as much concentration. So I'm hoping to make up a Christmas gift for my daughter. And I've also booked in, I think, for the 28th of November. And then she's also doing an actual sew-along session in January. and I have got the pattern for that already, so I've booked in for that as well. So check her out, Virtual Sewing Room it's called, and you'll see all the dates there, and you get to meet lots of different people, so that will be fun. And then I'm at Safe Haven tomorrow night volunteering, so that's going to be a late night. And then on Thursday I'm attending a live of the Confident capsule collection, So Confident course that I'm now doing, and we're going to be chatting to a lot of the contestants from the Sewing Bee, so that's going to be fun. And on Friday I'm in, so I'm going to be doing some sewing and also hoping to do another Friday Sews. And I'll also be this week planning for my gift to November video, because I want to be a bit more organised and not doing what I do normally on a Friday, where I rush around and then have to edit to get it out on time, which hasn't been happening. So thank you for watching. If you don't already, please subscribe. Any comments would be greatly appreciated. I love interacting with everybody from the sewing community. If you've sewn that Erica top, let me know. And I'm going to be editing for the rest of the day the sew along, and hopefully releasing that on Sunday. So enjoy, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.